Now, the Igbos have received serious bashing in Nigeria.
Just look at this.
In terms of marginalization. This is a country that has survived going to 50 years after the Civil War, and people were given £20 no matter how much you had in the bank, and they survived with that £20 and are still standing. These were people that were promised rehabilitation, reconciliation, reconstruction, and all those who were practicing the breach. 50 years after, we are still fighting in the parliament for a Southeast Commission to do those three things that were promised after the Civil War in 1970. This is a people who, in the last election, showed that they have the population to vote in a president for Nigeria. Now, recently, the gentleman who was championing Oduduwa Republic and was incarcerated in a neighboring country has been released and is free and is traveled abroad. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, who was also championing the creation of Biafra, has been kidnapped, incarcerated, even after the courts have said that he has no case to answer. The Igbo see it as further telling them that they are second-class citizens in their own country, and there is a different treatment for them as compared to others. These same Igbos made their own contributions, which in no way you can say is inferior to the contribution of any other part of Nigeria for the independence of our country. These are people who are they are lucky that God created them with the spirit of enterprise. And you have seen what they've done with their £20. Go around Nigeria and tell me how many cities you see that are as well developed as, even let's take the state capitals. Not to talk about going to the hinterland in Igbo land and see the mansions that enterprise has created. So the country has refused to use these people for the growth of the country's economy. If they allowed the Igbos to thrive and to influence others positively, rather than hounding them wherever they are, I think the country would have developed faster and better. Igbos created Lagos, Igbos created Abuja, Igbos created Kaduna, Kanu, most of the country, Port Harcourt. And when you have such people, it is the country for the country to use them to the country's advantage and not to continue to suppress them. So we feel very, very unhappy in the Nigerian state. But what we promise Nigerians is that we're not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. We'll be here until we reap the full benefits of our contribution in building this nation. It is either a magnanimous, detribalized leader gives us what is our due, or by the grace of God, when we get there, well, if the current mantra is the only way people can get their due in Nigeria, when it is our turn, we'll see whether we produce an Igbo leader that will also follow that mantra and give the Igbos what they deserve in Nigeria. But we are not begging for pittance. We're not begging for something that we don't deserve. We're not begging that what belongs to anybody should be given to us. No. Give us the freedom to be equal partners with every member of this nation. Allow us to grow and thrive freely in our own country, and allow us to occupy positions that are valuable to every citizen of this country to occupy. So in a nutshell, we're asking for equity. We're asking for fairness. We're asking for justice in Nigeria. That's all. Nothing more than that. As long as we have these three, equity, fairness, justice, an Igbo man will thrive even in Iceland.
Guys, like I told you in my last video that this IBB's book launch, this is book that he recently launched, that it opened a lot of old wounds in the Igbo land. Like, it reminded people what the Igbos have been trying to forget all this while. Igbos have been talking about the marginalization in Nigeria, that it has been a long time. Igbos have everywhere right now in the news. It is one Igbo saying this, one Igbo saying that, because people have come to realize that Igbos truly are a very hard part, a very strong part of Nigeria. Imagine, for 32 years, one ethnic group was termed to be the reason a whole coup happened in the country. And it's from that they experienced the Civil War, which caused a lot of lives of this ethnic group. Then after the Civil War, they were promised, we are going to accept you people, just come back, because that was when Igbo started fighting for this Biafra that they are still talking about it today. But Nigeria government then promised them, let's become one Nigeria, we are going to give you opportunity, we are going to do this and that. Up to today, how many years now? None of these promises has been met. No Igbo man has ever been president in Nigeria. Just the 2023 election, it opened a lot of eyes to what Igbo people are going through in this country. So this time around, like, Igbos are beginning to speak out. Some people have been wondering why Igbos, all the time Igbos. But tell me what other tribe has passed through this kind of experience in this country. So why won't these Igbos talk? Now I'm going to play you a video of Aisha where he said exactly why Nigerians do not like the Igbos. Watch this video.
My dear Igbo brother and sister, how are you? I just want to have a conversation with you. The way it's going to be a one-sided conversation. I see many of you most times talk about the fact that you are hated all over Nigeria, that you're the tribe that is most hated. And I said to you, why not? Why shouldn't you be the tribe that is most hated? You have to understand something. The hatred or anger or annoyance or whatever it is that people exhibit towards you, it's not personal. It's not to you as the person that you are. It is more or less what is it that you represent. And what is it that you represent? You represent success. You represent can-do spirit. You represent never give up spirit. You represent audacity, or that an audacious spirit that we dare, that we go, that we succeed even when everybody is seeing failure. Then how do you expect that you will not be hated? So the thing that you should focus on is not to bother about whether people are hating you or not hating you. That's their business. That's not your business. Your business is to keep shining and keep doing what you're doing. Your business is to continue to be audacious. Your business is to continue to dare. Your business is to continue to achieve and have achievements. And, be in your face kind of people and just keep going. Your business is to see where other people are seeing failure and you see success and you put in the work and you're not afraid to put in the work and you go in there and put in the work and you get your failure. Of course they will hate you. Did you think they would like you before? Do you think they're going to bring roses and give you roses? No. Because in what you're doing, where they have given, where a lot of people give up and do not try and do not persevere and do not continue, you dare to. You go on, you persevere, you prove everybody wrong. When they say that certain things will not succeed, you make them succeed. Then how do you think that you will not be hated? Come on. You can't have it all. You can't have being successful, being audacious, being daring, being an achiever, and then you want to have love. That's not possible. Why are you bothered? Let me give you an example. I'm an Edo woman. And if you know what Edo woman means, if you're not married, just say to your parents, whatever tribe you are, now this message is whoever you are, whatever tribe, tell your parents that you want to marry an Edo woman. See what they are going to say. Do you think I go about caring why people feel that Edo women are like that? No, I don't. I know the thing. Any Edo woman you see, they fear face. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. We're very loud. We're out there. We know they carry last anywhere we go. And of course, there are some people who don't like us. Is that our problem? Heck no, it's not our problem. It's their problem who do not like us. So it's the same thing with you also. Let me give you another example. Do you know around Nigeria, if you look around Africa, if you go around Africa, when they talk about Nigerians, a lot of people don't like Nigerians. Why? Because we are in your face kind of people. We are audacious, we are daring, we are out there. Where the other Africans are acting timid, we are bold, we are in your face, we come out with. So, of course, they don't like us. Should we care that they don't like us? Nah. We're not going to limit ourselves because they don't like us. So that's the truth. That's the truth thing about life. The moment you're succeeding, people will not like you. It's not really personal. Well, one of the things that have come to associate with it is that it's not personal. It's what you represent. So because if you now turn to be like them and no longer be successful and no longer have that audacity and no longer dare and no longer go for things, set big goals and achieve them, they will not love you. Meanwhile, you won't have the other ones who love help. Who love help. So forget about those things. But one of the things I want to say to you, and which is the reason why I'm doing this, is to say to you that your greatest enemies are not even the people who are saying that they don't like you or or people who are showing you hatred or any of those things. Your greatest enemies are the people, are your brothers and sisters who tell you that you should not dare in your own country, who tell you that you should cower in your own country, who tell you that you should accept being in a third-class position or inferior citizens or second-class citizens. Those are your true enemies. You might have the same thing in common, but in truth, that mind is not there. And so these are the people that will talk to you and talk you down and tell you not to do certain things. Oh, be okay with second position, be okay with third position. Where did that come out from? Where is the Okonko spirit in you? Your chi did not assign you to be a second-class citizen in any country. And neither will Nigeria be that country that you will be that second-class citizen. Let me tell you something. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And you have a right to this country. You have a right to vote and be voted for. You have a right to support a candidate. You have a right to have one of you be president. The same way every one of us have a right for any one of us to be president. So don't allow anybody to gaslight you. Don't allow anybody to tell you all sorts of things. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you should not dare. You should dare and you continue to dare. And you continue to win. What do you need love for? The most important thing is for you to love yourself. And that's all that matters. As an Edo woman, I don't care whether you like me or not. Sorry, I'm not responsible for that. I'm responsible for living the best of my life and enjoying myself and doing me. As long as I'm not disrespecting you, you shouldn't disrespect me. And that's it. If you don't like me, who like Ep? If you don't love me, who love Ep? Let me live my own best version. Most importantly, I will say to you, do not allow yourself to be disrespected in this country. Do not allow yourself to be marginalized. Stand your ground. And whoever it is that doesn't like you or they say you're too loud, they should wear earplugs. Thank you. And bye-bye.
Aisha has said it all. All Igbos are asking for is a fair ground to play. Are they doing this because they know that if Igbos given an equal ground to play, that they are going to supersede their expectations? Anyway, still on this matter, we are going to know which one Tinubu is going to do. Whether he is going to grant the Ohanese's request by paying 10 trillion naira for a compensation for all these years, or whether he is going to hearken to the needs of the entire Igbo by releasing nnamdi Kanu. We don't know yet, but let's wait and see. Guys, please like and share this video. When you do so, YouTube is going to suggest it to other people to watch. People really need to watch this video. Also, don't forget to share your opinion in the comment section. Thank you so much.